Speaker, sir, the Governor of Fiji has allocated Fiji dollars 440,000 for a limited scope functional review for this financial year. This initial phase will focus on assessing capability across people, processes, and systems, rather than conducting a whole of government productivity review. Sure, Mr. Speaker, sir, that the Honourable Leader of the Opposition would have noticed that in the 8 years he was in government, there was a continued review or reassessment of the civil service. The civil service everywhere continues to evolve. A 5-member committee will be formed with diverse expertise in public sector administration, comprising 3 nationals and 2 international members, and the chairperson will be a senior national expert with extensive knowledge of government systems. Mr. Speaker, sir, while the ministry is targeting market engagement by October 2025, the government will continue engagement with development partners for co-funding support for the remaining phases of the functional review. Upon completion of the functional review, consideration will be given for undertaking a job evaluation exercise that will be based on findings and recommendations and the way forward as agreed to by Cabinet. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the second phase, a limited scope functional review of the Fiji Civil Service is a focused, time-bound assessment designed to improve the efficiency and effectiveness and alignment of specific functions, ministries, or systems within the civil service. It does not attempt to overhaul the entire public sector, but instead zooms in on critical areas with the potential for high-impact reform and performance gains. Mr. Speaker, sir, for the purposes of the review, the purposes of the review are to, 1, identify overlaps, inefficiencies, and capacity gaps in selected government functions and ministries. 2, support the rationalization of mandates, roles, and structures to improve service delivery. 3, ensure alignment with national priorities, example, Fiji National Development Plan, public sector reform agenda. And 4, inform budgetary planning, workforce management, and digital transformation. Mr. Speaker, sir, a limited scope functional review will focus on, 1, a subset of ministries, for example, Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Civil Service, and key service delivery agencies. 2, a specific function across ministries such as the HR and workforce planning, ICT and digitization, policy development and coordination, and procurement of financial management. How well the Ministry of the Civil Service supports merit-based recruitment, individual performance, job evaluation, and training, how aligned the current structures of ministries is with their mandate and core functions, and the readiness of ministries to digitize their services. It is envisioned that the review will entail realignment of roles, merger of overlapping functions, including staffing levels, job analysis and redesign, reducing excessive recruitment, evaluating roles and responsibilities as essential. In the long term, these measures will enhance efficiency and lead to more sustainable staffing and budgeting. Remuneration setting, aligning ministry functions more closely with current needs and fiscal realities, thereby optimizing government operations. Mr. Speaker, sir, the review is essential, and we must support that initiative. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the Honourable Prime Minister. Are there any supplementary questions? Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir. Let me convey my apology as well to the Honorable Prime Minister, because we were both at the COC meeting, and I would have amended but the Honorable Prime Minister, thank you. You mentioned about the limited functional review scope, but this question was raised because of what was stated by the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, and perhaps I can consider it as a commitment from government in last year's budget address, in which he stated that government will work with the Australian government to undertake a holistic functional review of the civil service and the salary structures as well across public entities. So will that still be considered as perhaps the second stage, as you had alluded to, a holistic functional review of the civil service?
Prime Minister.
The fact that the whole review is taken does not mean that there was going to be a whole restructuring of the civil service. They will continue to look at every aspect of the service, but carry out those reforms where they are immediately needed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.